Hi friends, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. How are you doing today? If you're doing well, you can show me with a thumbs up. If you're feeling okay, you can put your thumb in the middle. And if you're not doing very well today, you can show me with a thumbs down. But hopefully after circle time is done, you'll be feeling better. So let's get started. Stretch your arms out like airplane wings. We'll fly to one side, fly over to the other side, fly back to the middle, and take your airplane wings into a big circle out in front of you. Stretch the circle up over your head. Let's stretch to this side, over to that side. Nice stretching, everyone. One more time at the top. And now let's sing together. Good morning, dear Earth. Good morning, dear Sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Circle Time. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day so far. Before we get started with the calendar and weather chart, we have 3 things to do. Number 1, turn on our listening ears. Number 2, put on our thinking hats. And the third and final thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts, like this. Boom, 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 boom. So let's do a double check. Our listening ears are on, our thinking hats are on, and our hearts are all warmed up. Now it's time to get started. Let me grab my pointing stick and let's go over the date together. Here's the month. Do you know what the month is? July. That's right, but not for much longer. The month of July is almost over. Today is July 29th. Let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was July 28th, and today is July 29th, and the year is 2021 or 2021. You can say the year either of those ways. As you can see, like I said before, the month of July is almost over. I wonder how many days are left. Will you count them with me? Get your counting fingers ready. After today, we only have 1, 2 more days left in the month of July. The month of July is so close to being over. There are only 2 more days left after today. Now let's hold up 7 fingers and sing the 7 days of the week song together. If you know the words, you can sing with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's move down to the bottom of the chart and go over the days of the week together. Listen for the sound that the day starts with, and you can tell me what day it is. Yesterday was what? Wednesday. That means that today is Thursday, and tomorrow will be Friday, the last day of the weekday. Let's go back and sing Today is Thursday together. Will you sing with me? Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday, all day long. Today is Thursday, today is Thursday, today is Thursday, all day long. Let's travel back up to the top of the chart and go over the season. Do you know what the season is? Summer. That's right, and it's finally starting to feel more like summer again where I live. Before we talk about the weather, let's sing the weather song together. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? Right here, I have a picture of the sun poking out from behind the clouds. Today it's mostly cloudy when I look outside of the window, but I can see the sun shining a little bit. Later today, we may be getting some thunderstorms. My temperature chart is on orange because it's warm. Warm and mostly cloudy today with a little bit of sunshine. What do you see outside of your window? Take a peek outside and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Now let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. Do you remember what sound this letter makes? Let's do that together. P, P. And what letter is this? P. That's right, friends. This is an uppercase or capital P. P says P, P. And now it's time to guess what's inside of the letter box today. Inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter P. P. I'll give you a few clues, and if you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. Here's your first clue. This is something that you write on or you draw on, and it comes from a tree. What is it? Let's open up the box and find out. I have a piece of paper right here. Paper starts with the letter P. P. What color is my paper? Blue. That's right. So because paper comes from a tree, it's very, very important that we reuse paper as much as we can. And when I write or draw on paper, I always make sure to use the front side and the back side. And when I'm done with it, I put it in the recycling. Paper starts with the letter P. P. This is how you write in uppercase P. P. One more time. Here's the number of the week. Do you remember what number this is? 9. You're right. Let's hold up 9 fingers together. Because we need to use both of our hands, I'm going to set my chalkboard down. I'm going to hold up one hand, 5 fingers on this hand, and 4 more make 9. Now let's count to the number 9 together using the large bead frame. This week we are going to be counting to the number 9 together using the large bead frame. We will be counting the green beads, which are the units at the top. Let's count 9 units together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units. Today we are going to count 9 leaves from this herb. Does this herb look familiar to you? This is called basil. Basil is one of my favorite summertime plants that grows. It smells delicious, and I like to use basil in my stir fries, and at the end of the summer, if we have extra basil growing, I make it into a pesto, which is a type of a sauce where you blend the basil leaves and you add a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some nuts, and you can put it on pasta. It's delicious. Let's count the 9 leaves together. As I count them, I will take them off of the stem and line them up so that you can see them better. We'll start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 basil leaves. They smell so delicious. It's definitely a summertime smell. Even the stem smells good. And I will save these 9 leaves and I'll put them in my dinner tonight. 9 basil leaves. We've gone over the letter of the week and the number of the week, so now let's move on to the sign of the week. Will you show me how to say moon in sign language? You're right, moon. On a clear night, when you look up in the sky, you can see the moon, but there's more to see than just that. You can also see the stars twinkling in the night sky. Just like the planets, the moons, and the sun, the stars are also part of our solar system. In fact, the sun is actually a star. Even though a star is not alive the same way that you and I are, it goes through a life cycle. A star is born, it lives, then it fades away. The largest stars actually fade out the fastest because they burn through so much fuel. So a few hours after the sun sets, you may notice that one star appears first and shines much brighter than the rest. But guess what? That's actually the planet Venus that you see shining, not a star. Right now, Venus is part of a constellation called Leo. A constellation is a group of stars that form a pattern in the sky. Today we're going to do some more work with constellations. Let's go! For today's work, we are going to be making constellations. The first thing that I did was draw these simple constellations on these cards. So this is something that you can have your grown-up do for you. You can also pick some out online and your grown-up can print them out. So you can either make them yourself with a grown-up or print them out from online. You're also going to need a piece of cardboard or cork board, some rubber bands, and thumbtacks. Now, because thumbtacks have a sharp part on the bottom of them right here, I recommend this work for ages 3 and over, just because we are going to be working with some sharp objects today. So I'm going to start off with Great Bear, which is a constellation in the sky. And I'm going to put it on my piece of cardboard right here. If you are using cardboard, I recommend using a very, very thick piece so that when you take your thumbtack and you poke it through, it doesn't hit the table or the surface that you're using and stick out. Instead, it goes all the way through and stays right in the cardboard. So I'm going to take the thumbtack and just poke it into each of the stars. So each dot that I drew represents a star. And one last one. So I have the image of Great Bear right here. And the next thing that I'm going to do is take one of my rubber bands and loop it around the groups of stars right here. Sometimes you may need just one rubber band, sometimes you can use 2. I think I'm going to use 2 for this one. And I've also noticed that if your rubber band is too large, you can just wrap it around an additional time like this. So there is Great Bear. Let's try another one. I'm going to remove the thumbtacks. Put my rubber band away. I'll put this one to the side. Let's try Cancer. I'm going to put the card on my piece of cardboard and poke a thumbtack into each star. Now it's time to wrap the rubber bands. Let me try a smaller one. There's one. And one last one. This one is pretty large, so I'm going to wrap it around an extra time like this. There we go. And this is Cancer. So I have some additional ones right here. You can choose whatever constellations you'd like. You can start off with the more simpler ones like I did. You can also get more complex as long as you have enough thumbtacks and rubber bands. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please give my video a thumbs up and be sure to find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive summertime classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. We have one last song to sing before we go. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.